Welcome back, everybody, to Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising with me, Daniel, for Dan Has Fun. We're going to start doing Blue Moon missions. Now that, last couple of episodes we finished off Yellow Comet, we learned that I don't seem to know what the difference between a battlecopter and a battleship is. I'm not sure if I just have some type of battle word dementia or something going on, but either way, I keep getting it wrong. Maybe we should just call battlecopters air tanks or something. I don't know. Anyway, we won't have to deal with that in the mission we're going to do first. So, we're using Blue Moon. We're going to start as Olaf, what was found in Olaf's hometown. And we're going to be playing against Slash, who is a villain for the evening and pretty much for the entire continent. So, we are going to skip this. The gist is, we're going to Olaf's hometown. Who would have thought based on the description? But as we are going to see through Mission 17 Toy Box, it's not going to quite look how he remembered. Because Lash has been customizing his hometown. That's definitely the way that she would kind of talk about it. But yeah, she was doing field tests, checking things out, having a fun old crazy scientist time. And now we have this hodgepodge of a mess for a map. It's not a very big map. This is the entire map. There's no scrolling. We haven't seen Olaf yet, so I guess we better talk about him. I don't like him very much. The other two COs that we're going to talk about in the next couple of episodes. Yeah, all about those guys. Olaf I don't like, though. I don't like him as a personality, all gruff and bleh. Yeah, not a fan. So, Olaf is pretty generic. He's not Andy level generic where he has no trait bonuses or weaknesses in any way pretty much all the time. But he does have weather-based interactions. So, he, when it snows, does not care at all. Doesn't impact him whatsoever. We're going to show you in a future mission just how bad snow is for some of the other characters. I'm going to hold fire on it for now. Rain, however, though, he deals with rain the same way that other COs deal with snow. So, we'll talk about it more when we get a snow mission where we don't have Olaf, because there will be one in a few episodes' time. But his small power just makes it snow. That's it. It's actually a pretty good defensive power. It sounds terrible until you think about it. If you can cripple everybody else's movement, because that's mainly what it does, that's actually pretty helpful. It's kind of the opposite of what Ada gets, right? Where Ada just gets lots of extra movement. Olaf's little power makes everybody else have significantly less movement. And then Winter Fury does 2 damage to everybody on the map that's not you, which is tasty. I'm pretty sure it makes it snow as well. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say that on the description, but I'm pretty sure it makes it snow as well. Generic stats across the board. We know who Lash is. I would much rather be playing as Lash than Olaf. Let's be real. Even with this start, I would much rather have been Black Hole than Blue Moon. I'm pretty sure this is also the map where there's a lab map inside of a city. I want to say it's this city down here from memory. Pretty sure it is. Which is important to note because there's a good chance if you were playing this mission normally, you'd never go there because it's inconvenient. But yeah, this map is just a mess. Really the key takeaways is that this is all river. There is a bridge here, so there is a path through. There's also a path through here, but we have the mountains kind of slowing everything down. So you could end up with a log jam here. But because this is, expected to be arguably the first mission you would do in Blue Moon, they put the base on your side. Which is nice of them, isn't it? So we're just going to start with 2 infantry. We can't really afford to do anything else. And she'll do the same thing. Let me, before I forget, put the visuals back on, because we are not going to run out of time for a 2-parter on this episode, I can assure you. I know we could go and start capturing cities, but I'd rather just get a couple more infantry out and have the first one run towards the base, just to get that rolling. And then this guy can backfill for now. Likewise, I'm going to do the same over here, run past it. We don't need... Do we need to build anything this turn? I really don't want to build a recon. I hate recons, especially on this map. The middles just makes them really slow moving, so I'm going to build nothing. Recons do have a use, but on a really small map where I'm really not going to be able to interfere with their capture game. Not very helpful. I would much rather have gone for a turn of weight, get a tank, because the AI loves to build a recon if it can. And I'm going to get attacked, but because they're on terrain with no benefit whatsoever, not a big deal. Honestly, I don't even mind if we don't get that city capped. It's just going to be so distracting for them over there that they're not going to come and deal with it. Get the tank out there, get this guy over here. We don't have to rush down here. This is the nice thing about not playing in such a way that I'm obsessed with score. And we're going to build nothing again. I did cap that city, right? Not that it will matter, because I'm not going to win anyway, but... I actually don't remember. Go me, I didn't even do it. That's hilarious. I was just, in my mind, I was just like, oh, I can't capture this. It's fine. Honestly, I'm just going to run that back. Because what's going to happen is it'll probably move the 5 hit point one first, and it'll just wait. That's it. It's just going to waste time over there, right? Meanwhile, we can start annoying his units down here from the get-go. Sometimes you get lucky on the rolls at the top city, and you'll just end up being able to capture it anyway. Assuming you actually, capture on the turn that you're meant to be capturing. That would be awesome, but... that's what happens when you play the game too quickly. You end up making silly, dumb mistakes. I'm just going to get an anti-air too, I guess, at this point, because I'll just shred through the remaining infantry we're going to have to deal with, and the recon can't do anything to it either. Yep, there you go. The AI will use the rubbish unit to capture, which makes no sense. And they'll probably go for a capture instead of actually attacking the unit. So I'm just going to have this slowly wander over here. That'll also block this recon from getting in the way. I don't even need to heal this guy. I just don't want him to do the capture because it'll be slow. So that'll be fine. I would prefer the tank not hit me, though, first. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is still safe. Oh, he did a little bit of chip damage there. Got a good roll on that. And this will be fine, too. You can actually do this map very, very quickly. Like 8, 9 days, probably. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm just going to tell you now. But I know that you can. I'm probably going to get an artillery because the terrain on this map is terrible. And then honestly, after this, it's going to be going down here to capture and maybe save for a medium tank. That's about it. Take that out. Probably have this 8 hit point infantry go down and get the city that I think has the map in it. I hope I'm not wrong. And we'll just use this anti-air to just ruin their day. I should probably move the tank first. I'd rather attack him from the forest, but then I don't want to expose my artillery to getting hit, so I'm just going to attack him from here. You always want to attack from a higher defensive location if you can, right? Because you'll take less recoil damage. Or retaliation fire, I guess, is what it technically is. But it's not always possible. Do I want to save for a medium tank, or do I just want to buy an anti-air on this turn? I'm just going to get an anti-air, why not? It's probably the wrong decision, but who cares? We're clearly going to win. This is not a difficult map. And I'm not saying that in a, ooh, look at me, I'm so good kind of way. This just isn't a difficult map. There's really no complexity to it at all. I'm even gonna see if he'll come over, and I'm not even gonna try and capture that on this turn. All I'm gonna do is join those together, make a couple extra 100 buckaronis. Do have to be careful with this mech because it can climb over the mountain. Mech spam is a very valid tactic on this map. I'm just not doing it because even against the AI, I feel it's kind of cheap. I know the AI doesn't care, the AI doesn't have feelings, but it still doesn't feel very good. Really, honestly, the only question at this point is, do we want to go for a route or do we want to go for an HQ capture? Because they're both pretty valid options on this map. If I am going to go for a HQ capture, though, I should build an APC. I guess we will, and we'll just see what happens. And if it doesn't, we'll just build another tank or two and you know, slap the rest of the units around. Don't know why the AI would do that, though, and put the tank just randomly there, but whatever. Don't even have to use the artillery on this guy. It's a one-shot from the anti-air. The thing about Lash is that when a human plays as Lash, which is really dangerous, especially in this game, before she gets nerfed hardcore in Dual Strike. But her ability and her strengths don't mean anything if you put her on terrain with no terrain defense. Like, she gets no benefit off that. And the AI just doesn't play differently in any way based on who is in control. It just does its own thing. Might as well do that. Yeah, this is actually going to be really close between a route and a HQ capture, and the only reason why I'm even attempting the HQ capture is because moving up here is a pain. That's legitimately it. I'd actually like this to live with, yeah, with 1 hit point. Because then she's going to have to spend money repairing it for a unit that'll just get one shot again by whatever she builds. Do I want a tank or do I want an anti-air? Probably a tank in case they build a tank. They did not build a tank. They built... Had I known, I should have built an anti-air, but you probably could know, but I didn't know, so... Again, I'm going to do the same ploy as before. Make sure that they come in, get no defense, and then just hit them with the anti-air there. Like that. Honestly, I can just do this. He might take a chip point off my tank, but I really don't care. Yeah, they did. Lash gets a 30% attack bonus off that terrain, that's why. There we go. And then next turn we'll be able to find out, did I pick the right location for the map? I think I did, because I'm pretty sure it's not this one. And I almost never capture these, so I'm assuming it's this one. You know what they say about people that assume, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. We'll see. We're gonna find out next turn, so let's hope so, right? ROM things. Yeah, you don't want me recording this on the original Advance Wars 2 cartridge that I have, but alas, this is an old ROM. So somebody had a funny, I guess, and recolored that. See, yeah, that helper as well. Anyway, they're doing the typical blurb about Neo-Tanks, and Olaf being a crusty old man is unhappy about it, but deal with it, nerds. Is basically the gist there. And given their mech spamming up here, I'm just going to go for the HQ capture. Because, for whatever reason, the AI has decided that the top of the map is the bit they have to protect. Not, you know, the thing that if you don't protect, you immediately lose, but... The AI does AI things, it's just what it does. So all I'm going to do is line those all up, and that's all I have to do. I'm just going to take a shot at this just so he has less money. I don't think he'll move it off his base. In all honesty, I don't think he'll move it. That's fine with me. They might take this infantry out. It will not matter. That's the thing. I think that might be the... Was that the first unit we even lost? But yeah, at this point, you might as well just wail on them, effectively. We're just going to make sure our power score's good. And I wonder if we might be able to use... I don't think they've got enough value on the board right now. Oh, they built a recon. Okay. That's fine. I don't think we have enough value on the board here to actually be able to use our CO power. The only thing that's annoying about this is that I'm getting blocked by this stupid APC. So I'm going to have to clear the APC first with a tank and probably then an anti-air. And then just kind of annoy them with the other two units. It's actually kind of clever what the AI did there. You're not going to hear me say that all that often, so we'll hype it up when we can. But the AI actually did something that was reasonably intelligent. I'm also going to put that APC there to see if they'll do something dumb and attack it with that mech. So we need to do that. And then we can use the anti-air to block on the other side, and then it's done. I don't know how many turns it's going to be. It's clearly not going to be optimized. I'm sure you can do it a lot quicker than this, but the video is only like 16 minutes long. So we're doing pretty well. And end turn. Yep, we can't build a rocket. I was going to say that's the only unit I'd be tempted to build from the middle base. Okay, perfect. So we can capture it. I just want to see if I can show at least what the weather effect looks like. Because obviously I can't show you what the effect is, because we're not going to get a last turn. But I just want to try and show you what the snow looks like. There we go. Blue Moon is indestructible. Apparently your hometown, though, wasn't, was it? Oh, that was sassier than I intended. So this is what the snow looks like. It's kind of pretty. That's really all I have to say about it right now. It also changes the effects in the, in the battle animations too. So that's the other reason why I wanted to show it. It does make the map not just, this screen, but the actual combat screen's prettier too. And cynically, it gives me a better picture to make a thumbnail out of. But, we're going to pretend it was just because I love you guys, right? Anyway, let's end this mission. We don't need to go and kill the rest of his units. Or her units, I guess. This might be trouble. Okay. No, it's fine. So apparently Olaf found where his house used to be. And this is meant to be a really sad moment. Talk about how his kids used to play in the playground. But it's hard to feel bad for a character that, if you've played the original, he's just a gruff idiot who gets conned. And in this game, he's just a gruff idiot who doesn't get conned in quite the same way. So there's not really a character arc. But again, if you're playing Advance Wars in general for the writing, you're playing the wrong franchise. Alright. Anyway, that was nice and easy. 14 days. Not bad. I'm pretty sure you can do it in, like I said, probably like 9 days. Maybe you can do it even less, but 14 is perfectly fine for me. Anyway, there's the lab mission. We're not going to do that next time. We're going to meet our other commanding officer friends. I don't know if it'll be Colin or Grit. We'll work that out next time. I appreciate you watching. If you did like the video, give it the old thumbs up-a-roni. Otherwise, you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care now. Thank you for watching the video.